Hey everybody, this is Glidercat and it's time to play. We are back in JUNKPUNK. It looks like the sun is rising here. So hopefully we're starting the episode at a good time to get some daylight. Last episode we started refining our potassium, I believe, and we now want to turn this into vials if we can do it. In fact, this is all kind of backed up at the moment. We need 1,000 vials, and in order to make those vials, if we go into a little handy dandy recipe guide here. Where are you? Potassium vials, I believe. We need to do this inside a super compressor. You can see way at the bottom of the pop-up. Let's see what's involved with that. The super compressor. We know we're going to need a bunch of foundations. Let's see how big that thing is. The machine itself. Not going to be in the scrap tab. It's going to be over here somewhere. Super compressor is super large. Let's see. Oh man, this is going to take a bajillion bajillion foundations. We're probably, look at this thing. It's about as big. It's like a third of the size of the Monolith. All right. We're probably only going to have room for one of these, so we're going to have to do our vials in batches most likely. In fact, is it even clipping over there? Yeah. Let's see. Let me get over here. I want to get a feel for how far this goes back. Okay. We can tuck it in right here, but we've got to put down a bunch of foundations. Let's see how much alloy we've got available. I probably have some in my inventory, and we've been kind of storing it here as well. There's another 192. Oh man, I don't have a lot. Don't have a lot, but we'll see. We'll see what we can get. Let me double check here on our alloy production. Got plenty of aluminum in there, and we've got scrap coming in via drone. There's a drone dropping some off now. That's going to get us our steel. So we're making more alloy. It's just a little slow. We need a bunch of foundations in here. How are we going to do this? Let's just start doing it and see what we end up with. Okay, I got some kind of lag here. I'm not sure what that was. I didn't see the save indication, but I had a little lag there. I think we're going to be able to tuck it in right in this little pocket. It's just, like I said, it's going to take a bunch of foundations, which means a bunch of alloy. If we had more alloy, I'd fill these gaps just for looks, but I'm trying to reserve what alloy we have or what foundations I put down for where exactly we're going to put machines. Like I said, we are slowly producing more. We probably will get the foundations down and not have enough to actually build the compressor. That one did not go the way I wanted. Luckily, I believe we get all our resource back. Haven't checked that, but I believe that's the case. How are we doing? We've got about 160, something like that. Talking about the alloy. All right, I'm going to go one more row, and then we'll see what we can do, if it'll fit. We may need to go a little wider. We might have the depth here. Oh man, I'm tempted to fill that spot, but I'm going to try and wait. Super compressor. Rotate the sky the way we want it. Get out of the way. Oh, I'm missing something, right? It looks like I'm missing an ingredient. Gears. We need 24 gears. Let's see if we can pull some out of here. We have any sitting here? One. That's not going to help. Let's go craft some up. What do we got going on here? I think I got scrap, right? Let's opportunistically grab some of this scrap and even a rare metal and give this a boost. I'll keep one stack just in case. And then we can put some rare metal in here, right? Rare metal scrap. Boom. All right, back to business. Let's craft up those gears. And we need 24. Okay, we will not craft extra. We're trying to save the alloy. I think we've got room. And we'll be able to route the power probably pretty easily too. All right, we gotta rotate this guy again. Do. And yeah, that, I think that's gonna fit. Now we just need to put it over here somewhere. It doesn't need to line up with that output, I don't think, because we may be feeding another whole production line into this, so I'm not too worried about it lining up. I just need it far enough back so we can curve belts around. Maybe right there. Without overthinking it. Did we manage to get foundations all the way underneath? Yeah, we did. All right, let's check out where the power is. Looks like it might be on the other side. There it is. All right, where do I have power? Do I have power coming through here? Doesn't look like it. So, over this way. How do we want to do that? Do we want to kind of inch a little closer and put... Oh, I see. There was power coming through here. And then this guy got in the way. We could run power straight down this way. Or we could stick with what we've got and go this way. Doesn't matter. Doesn't probably matter. I'm gonna overthink it. Let's take out this cable and put another row of power poles down. Kind of right next to this guy. Power, boom, and middle is fine. Do I have what I need? I do. Cable, we should still have cable. 20. I think I've got copper ingots still in storage too, so if we, and rubber, plenty of rubber. If not here at the other factory, we've got tons of it. All right, foundations. I'm gonna try and go a little economical here. You. Come on. Doop. 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 Alright. Boom. Power. I'm just going to line it up. This is going to be perfect, but it's a little better than it otherwise would be, I think. Dang, that doesn't look like it's in the center, does it? Right. We need to go over one if we want to be consistent, so let's do that. It's connected up to our super compressor. And we'll see if this makes it. This cable makes this run. I have a feeling we're going to need to put one more pole down. It's a lot of kind of negative feedback on the power poles that I'm seeing on Discords and stuff. But I kind of like it. I actually kind of like the new power layout. Because I'm able to organize the cables the way I want. Whereas before, when we didn't have these power poles like this, it was a little bit more goofy. We had kind of a splitter or something, right? We had in the previous version, in season 1, we had a power pole that took one input and had like 3 outputs or something. But then we had machines that had inputs and outputs on them. I actually kind of like the machines just having one input, actually. I suppose it wouldn't hurt if it did have an output. So if you wanted a daisy chain, particularly with the planters, right? You have a lot of those in series. Anyway, I'm babbling. Let's get to work here. We want potassium vials. And hopefully I didn't put this all too close. I might have. What I want to do is pop down a storage where I can feed in the vials themselves. I'm not sure what's an input, what's an output. Let's see if I can get a belt going here. We know kind of these probably need to pair up, right? And now I need to get vials in here somehow. Don't want to do 1,000 vials by hand. There's no inputs on this side, so it must be the other side, right? That, I believe, is the output. We saw it when we placed it. I just need a storage container, maybe right here. It's not super pretty, but let's see if we can get by with a scrap storage container. We can throw in 1,000. I'm gonna need rubber, I think. What I need should have scrap on me. I think what I'm missing is the rubber. Probably. I've got gears and stuff on me. Let's dump some of this junk for now. Rubber spools. I'm not sure why I have rubber spools. Yeah, I was organizing things. Those don't go in there. Here. Got a little stack of rubber. Okay, now I should be able to build a little storage bin. And then we'll throw 1,000 vials in it, and hopefully we can feed it in this way. I'm not sure. If not, we might have to do like some kind of funky belt merger or some silliness. Make this all work. And this is a little crowded. I'm not proud of this, but... Will you not fit? I might need more foundations. I'm going to have to put it this way just because of our power cables are kind of in the way. Let's do this. But let's get the foundations down first. Fill this in a little bit. We never did move that huge machine, did we? We can't get foundations under that edge unless I take that up. Oh, a little bit of lag there. Maybe we'll get to it. Maybe we won't. Moving this machine, that is. Replacing it. I probably should do between episodes, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Alright, you kind of want you something like that. That's actually fine. Let's see if I can belt. I don't know. This is going to want to cooperate here. Probably not, right? It let me place it, but I'm pretty sure that's not acceptable. Well, how can we get stuff into there? Can a medium belt attach to this? It cannot. So maybe we need the other storage. Wait, I'm just sending in vials. Well, let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try the other kind of storage that has a big belt for an output. I'm not sure if I've got the... Well, looks like I do have the materials needed for this. It's a monster. I cheat this in a little. It'll give me a little more room to run the belt. Although, ooh, look at this. Almost kind of glitched in there a little bit. This belt's going to be a little squirrely. Be nice if it just... That. I like it. Now we just need to get 1,000 vials in here and then a mega belt for output. All right, let's go grab vials. Should probably clear inventory so we've got room. Let me get rid of this glass. I can probably throw it in our fabricator, actually, if there's room. Not a lot of room, but we'll make room by stealing that. Glass and glass. And then let's get rid of our scrap for now. Boom. And rubber here can go. Boom. We've got some steel scrap. This comes in handy at times. I'll just put it down here for now. And let's get rid of these parts. We're going to need these soon, though. The pump, I think I saw a machine where we're going to need that. Electronics, let's put some in here. Oh, we've got more alloy sitting in here. I didn't realize. Lots of copper. That looks good. That's going to be handy for more cable. And there's something else that needs copper now. What was it? NWR electronics. So we might be in good shape there. That's actually better than I thought. All right, let's go grab, if we can, 1,000 vials. We've got what is that? 400, 500, 600 here. $600, 700, 800. We'll come back for 200 more. 100, 200, 300, 400, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we've got our darkness back. Everybody loves it. All right, another. Wow. Oh, let me turn on my light. That can help a tiny bit, right? 900, 1,000. Is that right? Boom, boom. 250, 250, 250, 250. Yep. Are we doing it? Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it. Now, do we want to run a crazy belt all the way over through here? The answer is yes. I'm not happy about the darkness. I have a feeling we're going to have to tear up this belt soon after I place it. Just because we have more production we need to set up. And I'm not sure how that's going to be laid out. Oh man, why the darkness when I need to build? Yeah, floodlights would be so nice. Some kind of placeable lights, but we just don't have them, so we gotta make do what we got, or what we don't have. All right, let's see what I need for belts. Just alloy. Got tons of it. Let's go grab that other stack out of storage. I think we should just belt this in. And then our potassium is pretty much on autopilot until we run out of vials, right? How to make this belt look pretty. I know we're going to end up ripping it up. That's the only thing that's a bummer. But I want to do it, so let's do it. I'm saying I know we're going to rip it up because I just got that feeling that we're going to be building more factory. And it's probably going to be it's probably going to be right in the way here. We could try to be a little smart and leave room, I guess, but no. How far will this belt reach? Why don't we try to future-proof a teeny tiny bit? It's not going to be beautiful, but maybe that gives us a little more room to keep production going. We probably want to not clip through. Yeah, this may not be super beautiful, but Gonna do the trick. Not really watching how much we're using, how much material we're using to do this. Well, that was only 5 for that huge stretch. I think we're only ever going to have one belt coming into the monolith. We'll see. Don't picture having multiple compressors. But we'll see. If we hit a bottleneck, maybe we will. All right, here they come. This is very reminiscent of Satisfactory to me. The way the products look on the belts here. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, those are actually pretty big, these vials. I kind of thought of them as being about the size of my little robot head, but they're pretty massive. All right, that is our purified potassium, right? And that, I believe, is on autopilot. However, we may need to actually fetch more of the impure. Let's just make sure our supply is what we think it is. It's our vials. Back this way. We kind of have a drone hub that is supplying 2 different materials. All right, this container is empty. That's meant to have... Yeah, we're running out. I think we need to bring more potassium down. Remember we were having kind of drone problems over here? We've had this guy on plastic for a while. Let's go switch over to potassium ore. Hopefully this will do what we want it to. And then we may end up with extra because I'm probably not going to monitor this too closely. But that's all right. We'll let that run. Hopefully our drones will do their thing. They're a little buggy right now on the Discord, you know, as I publish this. So check the date. If you're watching this video months and months later, they're probably not a problem. But as I record this, there are some known bugs with the drones. So far, I've just been affected by one of them, one of the drones just getting totally stuck, but it kind of fixed itself when I reloaded my save. But the reason I bring it up is we need... Pardon my camera work here. I'm all over the place. We need to make sure we get more potassium out of this particular drone hub. Okay, here comes a buddy. This is either going to be the last trip of plastic or it's going to be potassium already. I'm guessing it's going to be the last trip of plastic, but... That should be the last trip of plastic. Hopefully it doesn't come down this way. Looks like it's going where we want it. And plastic, we're turning into the little grinders. How are we doing on everything over here? This guy... Rare metal scrap. Rare metal, we've got 1 drone on that. So yeah, oh yeah, I'm kind of refreshing my memory here. We've got things kind of on autopilot here. Guys kicking out the little rollers. Nice and dark. Where are they going? They're squirreling around into this machine. So yeah, that's all potassium on autopilot. Nice. We can see those vials in the distance. That looks pretty sweet. I like it. Reminds me a little bit of Dyson too, with the kind of the lights, the colors. All right, let's move on. We need to... Let's go into the recipe book and find the next one we want to get. It would be phosphorus or nitrogen. Let's take a look at what it takes to get phosphorus. Phosphorus is the ground extractor. Let's see. The ground extractor. So let's look and see if we can make that. Make that machine, and then we'll go see if we can find a ground deposit. Okay, I need 24 gears and those pumps. That's what we need the pumps for. I think we have 20. Let's see how many we have in storage. got exactly 20. Perfect. What else do I need for the ground extractor? 24 gears and alloy. I'm going to grab alloy while we're over here. This is kind of our where we're storing some up. Not a lot. I'll take it because there's more coming. Gears. And then we'll look for potassium, or look for the phosphorus, I believe. Gears. Feeling a little more comfortable with our alloy supply. Okay, I've got everything I need. All right, 24 gears, alloy. Looks good. I thought I saw a putty tat. No, I thought I saw a funky looking deposit over here. And it would make sense they place it near the monolith. Is this our phosphorus? Oh, we're getting some light finally. This, right? Looks like it's kind of something that needs meant to have a machine placed on it. All right, what am I doing? I'm trying to get my mining laser. I was just hoping maybe I could get some hints that that's what this is. I don't know what else it could be. It's not sand. Let's try it. Will you? Oh man, this is a biggie. Yeah, it looks like it wants to snap in. All right. Before we do that. All right, that's our phosphorus. Before we place it, let's look at what our production chain is going to be so we have an idea of how much space we need. Okay, we need to run this through a refinery, this time with filters. Oh boy. If we wanted to make use... Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. Saying if we wanted to make use of our existing factory over here, there's some things we can do. Right now, we've got this fabricator making these guys, right? Roller crushers. Is it still going? What's no power? Unpowered. Underpowered, huh? Yeah, we may need to break and add some more turbines. But I was going to say, we can, once we're done doing the potassium, purifying that, we get all the vials done, we can convert this machine over to making filters, right? And it can send filters into this machine just fine. Man, power's low. Yeah, we're gonna have to take care of power. But then, right, so we can feed filters in instead of rollers. But we need to somehow get that phosphorus, that impure phosphorus, into this machine if we want to reuse this equipment. That would mean like belting into here. Somehow getting phosphorus to belt into this storage. We could look and see if there's another phosphorus. Maybe, well, let's get the power. We know we've got issues with power. That's going to take electronics, NWR electronics. So let's maybe take care of that this episode. So we can make sure everything stays running. I'm going to grab... I don't know we need the gold for. I'm going to grab electronics and a couple of these. We're doing okay on alloy at the moment. So I'm going to make some surplus electronics and then we'll see if we can get maybe 4 more turbines down. Might need to make some cable too. Can I do that with the smelted or do I need scrap? I can make that on this bench. I need scrap. Copper scrap. Let's see. Actually, before I get rid of my ingots, my copper ingots, let's take a look and see how much a turbine takes. in terms of electronics, 10. So yeah, I've got plenty. I'm thinking 4 more turbines is what I'm kind of thinking. I might have copper scrap in here. I do. I'm going to dump off my ingots. I think we've got enough electronics. I'm just going to make some cable too, so we don't run out at a bad time. Do it while we're thinking about it. In fact, let's just... I don't have any use for this stuff anyway. Alright. That should be good for a while. We got our electronics. Let's see. What else do we need? Alloy 20 per. So we need 80 alloy. We're good on that. Gears. If I want to do 4, we need 20. I'm good on gears. Electronics 40. We're good on that. Power poles. We got to add in power poles. At least 2. That's more alloy and a little bit more electronics. I think we're good. We're golden here. Let's get 4 more wind turbines down. We could do another row, or we could just expand out. Expanding out is obviously easiest, but it would look better to have another row. Let's start another row for fun. And we'll start with the turbine. Kind of reasonably placed here, apart from that one. That's super hard to get this lined up. Perfect. That'll do. And that'll do, I think. Not perfect by any stretch. It really looks like it's off, doesn't it? They both do. It just depends on how your camera angle. I guess I shouldn't overthink it too much. We got stuff to do. About power poles in the middle. Somewhere reasonable. Boom. Boom. I'll take it. Maybe one more way out here. I like it. I like it. I like it. And then 2 more wind generators. Again, kind of reasonable distance. I don't make my factories very compact. I think it looks... I don't like the way it looks. Right. Maybe there-ish? Not perfect. Let's connect this stuff up. And then we'll take a look and see if our compressor and all our other equipment is happier with this little bit of additional power. My guess is I haven't looked at all the numbers, but my guess is the solar panels are more energy efficient as long as you build batteries and things. I'm going with the turbines just because they're a little easier for me. They don't seem to take up quite as much space, but it's probably pretty close. But I think these churn out a more consistent source of power, not having to worry about batteries. All right, let's take a look. We can look anywhere. 326, and the grid usage is only 240. So everybody should be happy, at least while the sun's up, right? We've got a couple solar panels on the network. You can see them way off in the distance. So I won't know for sure if our network has enough power until it's nighttime. But we're producing vials. Let's take a look before we wrap up the episode. Let's go see what the current count is. We could do that just by checking on the empty vials, but let's go in here. Because we put exactly 1,000 empty vials in a storage container. So once that's exhausted, we know we're done. And we can switch things over. Does this show our count? 25%. 252 so far. Nice. I like it. We may have to babysit that one drone station because it is providing both, or it's set up to provide both the the potassium that we need to put in the vials, and it is providing the plastic for the little rollers, little grinder rollers. In fact, it looks like we might be... Take a look. We're still producing the rollers. We've got some in there, but we're going to need to toggle that station back and forth most likely. Let's take a look and see how our potassium supply is doing. Not great. How much do we have in here? We've got some... I guess I'd like to... I'm going to let it run on potassium for a while. I'm talking about this particular drone station. Got 2 drones doing it, working it. And I'm not sure how much more we need. The last thing... I keep doing more last things before we leave. It would be nice if we could find a phosphorus deposit out this way. It would be a little easier to route a belt of it out this way. Do we got anything fun in here? No, garbage. Plastic. Scrap? I'll take the scrap. I'm just going to peek over the side here and just see if there's any phosphorus. If there's any phosphorus to be had. I don't think we can have the drones do it, right? We need that ground extractor. Nothing here. Would have been nice if there was kind of a deposit of that. I think there's stuff straight ahead, but I believe it's just sand. Let's take a look. Can't really fast travel here. I think we've got sand out this way. I'm not positive. But yeah, next episode, we will put down the ground extractor on some phosphorus deposit. I think it's probably going to be the one next to Monolith. And we can try and belt that. We'll see if we can belt it in a way that doesn't look hideous. I'm not crazy about having things look terrible. That's clearly sand, right? And now we're getting just as far away as the other deposit, so it probably doesn't help to be out here. We could, it occurs to me, we could run a belt. We could run a crazy long belt if we wanted to. All the way on the outskirts. To route that phosphorus over to kind of where our main factory is if we want to reuse that storage and stuff. I think we might want to do that. I kind of want to get this thing going. What we might do, we could run a belt along the outskirts here to bring that in, and then maybe we reuse that belt for our nitrogen. Imagine we can put the air scrubber thing anywhere. I'll show you what I'm talking about. If we go into the recipes, after we do phosphorus, I want to do that next. We're going to do the nitrogen. Nitrogen comes from the refinery. The pure nitrogen does. The raw nitrogen, contaminated nitrogen, I should say, comes from the air extractor, and I believe we can place that anywhere. Let's take a look. Machines, air extractor. That's here. Yeah, I'm guessing we can put that anywhere. So what we might do, get our phosphorus ground extractor going over here, run a massive belt, maybe put a couple storage caches somewhere along the way here. So we're probably going to need, for 1,000 vials of that, for 1,000 vials of phosphorus, we're gonna need, oh, it's 1-to-1. Okay, 1 impure phosphorus to a pure phosphorus. Not bad. Okay, yeah, they're all 1-to-1. For some reason I thought we had a 2-to-1 on that. Not bad. We need tons of filters. But yeah, we're only going to need 1,000 phosphorus, it looks like, right? 1,000 impure phosphorus. Because it's 1-to-1. Yeah. Nice. We'll get to that next episode. Plop down the ground extractor, start mining the phosphorus, build probably 1 or 2 of the NWR storages to hold it, and then maybe run a belt all the way along the outskirts here somewhere. But then eventually belt that material way over here into this storage. Right now this is being used for potassium, so we can't fill it up with something else. But if we can get a belt out this way, the other way is to run a belt around all this stuff. Maybe coming around this side would be better. Boom. Got a lot in the way though, right? We'd have to belt behind the monolith. Come all the way through the back here. I might do it just to keep things clean. Anyway, we'll worry about the next episode. For now, this is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. Super sincere thank you to Glidercat patrons and channel members. Can't say thanks enough. Their support is what makes this content possible. If you would like to join them in supporting the channel, there's links to do so at the in the video description. Really appreciate it. It does truly help keep this channel afloat. It's a small channel and ad revenue is tiny. So until we can grow, I really depend on that patron support. So thanks again to those of you who are helping support the channel. And thanks to those of you who have been giving the videos a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Lets me know you enjoy the content. And supposedly it helps my tiny channel grow. So that's a good thing. And I'll see you all in the next episode.